Good morning. It is the day of the second leg, Paris Saint-Germain versus Manchester United. This is Lee Davey for PSG Talk, and you're going to follow me today on my journey to the game, getting you a little bit closer to the action and showing you what it's like on a match day around the Parc de France. Today's going to be a huge game, so hopefully you'll be able to feel a bit of the atmosphere through this video. I hope you enjoy, and let's hope for a great game tonight. Okay, so it is 6:30 in the evening now. I had a pretty good check-in at the hotel, bit of a chill out, and just had the opportunity to catch up with Jonathan Johnson, who is a ESPN journalist, and we just went for a little drink, so it was great to catch up with him. Now here I am, pretty near the Parc. As you can just see behind me, this is where the Ultras will congregate tonight, and they're going to do like a bit of a procession walk from about 7 o'clock, I believe, and they're going to walk to the stadium. They have the flares, the banners, and they're really going to kind of drum up a little bit of the atmosphere. So everyone's kind of getting in the mood at the moment, and you just feel it's going to be a special night in the capital. Bumped into some United fans earlier. I gave them a bit of assistance in terms of getting to the Eiffel Tower to put their tickets up. Really great guys, had a good chat with those. Very pessimistic about the game. They think it's as good as over. So I'm getting involved now. I'm going to get in this march to the stadium. Okay guys, so we're in the Parc de France now. This is where the Ultras stand. This is where I stand. I'm not going to say sit because nobody sits, but I'm just going to be stepping out. It's very early. We've got about 90 minutes until kick-off, so we can just give you a bit of a flavour of what it's like when you walk into the park for the first time. There you go. There you go. Pure heaven. Right there. It's nearly time to kick off, and the place is looking amazing. Let's do this. Okay, so it's half time, and that's as bad as it gets. That was a really poor first half. Nervous, just lethargic in areas, mistakes. I don't even know what to say. It was awful. Thomas Tuchel's got the he's got the team talk with his life to give right now. Very unnervy in the stands, and we will see what the second half brings. Not like we've not been here before. It's history about to repeat itself. So I'm just outside the Parc de France. It's indeed Paris Saint-Germain 1, Manchester United 3, and probably worse than Barcelona 2 years ago, considering United had 10 players out. Paris Saint-Germain were awful from the start. There was nothing positive about that. Players were nervous. There was just in the air, there's an air of really a lot of tension, and you just felt that United were always going to go on and just nick that goal, just mistakes. And this has been a problem. I was in Napoli with Thiago Silva's mistake, and you know, in general, Kylian Mbappe's mistake at Liverpool. Paris Saint-Germain just cannot manage games under pressure, and they create their own pressure as well. It was. Put it this way, at the end, it was, I've never seen the Parc so quiet, and United fans were celebrating with the players, and rightly so, because they've kind of pulled off what I think they thought was the impossible mission, and credit to United, huge credit to United. You know, they came with a bunch of kids, let's be honest, and they punished PSG, and they didn't really create a lot, but they punished Paris. And you know, they won, and deservedly so. PSG were awful. Too many touches. No one-touch football. Too many touches. Thinking they've got the same time on the ball that they have in Ligue 1, and you don't at this level. It was just a real bottle job. And again, from someone who was in Barcelona 2 years ago, I was here a year ago against Real Madrid, and I would go to honestly say that was probably the worst. That was the worst, being 2-0 up, 2 away goals, to throw that away against a depleted team at the Parc. Where did PSG really go from here? This is a real disaster for the club. Real disaster. As I say, you know, fantastic Man United. Massive congrats to United, and all the best to United in the next round. But for PSG, it's another one of those seasons. Fans are just spinning away now from the stadium. It's quiet. People are dejected. I've not really got too much else to say. I'm gonna head back to my hotel, grab a bite to eat, try and switch off for the night, and I'm gonna head back home in the morning and call it a day on this. This is another one to the collection, isn't it? So this is Lee Davey for PSG Talk, saying bonsoir. Good night, guys. Good morning. It is the morning after the night before, and I've just woken up. Well, I don't even say woken up. I barely had an hour or 2 hours sleep, as I've got to get back home. I've got my Eurostar train back to London. So what a night. Bit of reflection before I end the video. Almost feels like a bad dream, but one we've seen before many times. When I came home last night, it was raining. It was raining pretty bad, which I would say summed up the mood of the city. A lot of anger, a lot of disappointment, a lot of shock. But that's where we are again. Those players will be feeling that more than anyone. And next week against Marseille, they have a lot of making up to do to the fans. I've seen the penalty back. For me, it's not a penalty. I don't think he can put his hands anywhere else, really, especially when jumping. He did turn his back, yes, admittedly, but I don't think it's a penalty. But when that went to VAR, that was always going to be a penalty. As I said before, credit to United and congrats to United. But for me, as well as United did at punishing PSG, they didn't really create anything, but I guess PSG really didn't either. PSG knocked PSG out last night, not United. PSG knocked themselves out last night. All you have to do is look at the 3 goals to see that yourselves. So there we go. Another European campaign done. The last time we had a situation where we was knocked out in these kind of circumstances with Barcelona, PSG reacted by signing Mbappe and Neymar. We have to see what the summer brings. But one thing's for sure, everybody needs to get behind Thomas Tuchel. That includes Antero Enrique, if he's going to stay sporting director. Everyone needs to work towards a common goal. And the club needs to strengthen certain areas on the pitch and offload a couple of talent that really needs to leave the club. I'll leave that up to you guys to interpret who that is. But I'm going to leave it there. I've got to head back now. And thanks for tuning in. I wish I could be saying goodbye on better circumstances for you guys. But keep the faith. We'll all be back next season. We always are.